Tuesday, bringing you all the news you need. I'm your host, Andrew Foster, and I'm joined today by Mr. Sivia, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Crabtree, and the team that will be taking on Teacher versus Teacher in a fantastic round of Newsday Tuesday. And now, to international news. Well, what links this picture right here with our international story this week? Well, a man in Texas certainly knows. Yes, a lawyer from Texas decided he was going to turn up to court as a cat. A cat, you say? Yes, a cat. And why did he do this? Well, unfortunately, the courts aren't meeting face-to-face at the moment, so they're having to do it over Zoom. When this lawyer logged in, unfortunately, he had a little bit of surprise. He had a filter on, and it made him look like a cat. He did make sure that the judge knew that he was a real man and not a cat, and eventually they were able to sort this filter. However, let's watch this hilarious video play out.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
we're trying to. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that. I think if you click the up arrow.
Well, I hope that made you smile. I guess you could say that lawyer is a bit persuasive. I found out that his favorite film was The Sound of Music, and he was just happy to be working with law enforcement. Yes, I hope he never gets perplexed again. What time of the week is it, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, it's world record time. And this time we're going to Alberta, Canada, where a world record attempt is in place. Yes, people are trying to break the longest consecutive game of ice hockey ever played. The players will have to play for 252 consecutive hours in 6 to 8 hour shifts. Their attempt at the moment is to raise over $1.2 million for cancer research. It's so cold out there, at some points it's going to drop below minus 58 degrees. That is cold enough that their pucks are shattering and the sticks are exploding out there. Yes, this is a world record that certainly means you're going to have to test themselves in the cold, icy weather.
For 252 frozen hours, the world's longest hockey game is in the books. The marathon game took more than 10 days of continuous play. Players celebrating the end with fireworks just before 6 o'clock this morning. The event surpassed its goal, raising more than $1.8 million for Edmonton's Cross Cancer Institute. Players racked up 750 volunteer shifts, and during brutally cold temperatures, several days saw dips below minus 30.
From the very start, when I first got invited to this incredible event, I dedicated it to first responders. Cancer is the #1 killer of firefighters, so I knew I was on a mission. I came out here to fight for every brother and sister in the fire service that's struggling with cancer. This is for you.
Because of the money they're bringing in, we're going to be having a hope to bring a new treatment to people in May of this year. So and their donors and their team and the Cure Cancer Foundation are making a huge difference, helping the University of Alberta make an even bigger difference.
The score at the final buzzer had Team Hope coming out on top with 2,649 goals. Team Cure, but 2,528 pucks in the net.
I see! It's a game for champions. Well, it's just ice to see people raising money for charity. Well, over to national news. And what links this pig and Mario together? Yes, this pig and Mario. Well, it must be science. What do you mean science? Yes, I mean science. Yes, scientists have put an experiment together to train pigs to play video games. That's right, you heard me here. Pigs to play video games. And why do you say? Well, it's to see if they can pick up the correct responses. Now, pigs are far-sighted, making it a real challenge for them to focus in. But they were given the opportunity to play video games, and every time they won the level, they were given feed. Well, that kept on going, and they kept on eating until the scientists have a machine break down. Unfortunately, it wasn't releasing any more food. But the pigs didn't care. It turned out the pigs loved playing the video games. Yes, pigs like Hamlet and Omelette, who were Yorkshire pigs in the experiment, just wanted to keep on playing the games. They loved it so much, they just wanted to win. Well, I guess these scientists are no longer bored, but they'll need to stop the pigs from hogging the PlayStation. Continuing with national news, and it's been very chilly out there. Yes, and I bet Chris Bell was hoping it hadn't snowed as much as it did. Yes, Chris Bell, the Norwich BBC forecaster for the weather, turned out he made a bet when he tweeted online, if it gets 30 centimetres of snow, I'll jump in it in my underwear. Well, it turned out Chris had to do what he had so said on his bet. Yes, over 200 schools closed because the snow was so thick, and well over 30 centimetres saw Chris Bell diving into that snowy conditions in his underwear.
What was going through my mind just before I hit the snow was, oh boy, this is going to be cold. I did think that, it was going to get close to 20, and then the snow showers kept piling in. I woke up Monday morning and we had about 15 or 16 centimeters on the ground, and I knew that there was another 24 hours to go at least of this, so I started to get a little more concerned at that point. When I started to show my measurements into the 20s, people started to get pretty serious about it. Now, Chris, you are going to do this, aren't you? I had to make, I was kind of forced to make good on the bet. So yeah, the wife and my daughter and my son went out in the back garden and filmed me doing this, and you can hear them laughing in the video. They thought Daddy was crazy.
Well, why did the weatherman blush? Well, I guess he saw the climate had changed. Now, what you've been waiting for. Yes, the suspense is over. Teacher versus teacher is here. It sees Ferocious Foster taking on Tornado Thomas and Awesome Andrews Morelli in a battle of heat. Yes, I said it. Heat. It's a quiz with a hot twist. Yes, if we get a question wrong, we've got to have a dip of hot sauce. And that hot sauce is just getting hotter and hotter as it works down the line. Each one of our contestants has picked a specialist subject, and there'll be a general knowledge round as well. Can we handle the heat? Can we get the questions right? The pressure is on this week in Teacher versus Teacher.
And welcome to the quiz, and it's time for the specialist subject round. Mr. Foster, you will be doing Newsday Tuesday. Question number 1.
Alright, let's do this.
What was the name of the very first episode of Newsday Tuesday?
Wait, hold up. The title?
The title
The Thomas Gay.
The title that Mr. Thomas gave for the very first episode.
We had, it was the French from the Fly. Something buzzing, buzz, the buzz, buzzing, buzz. The buzz?
5.
No.
4. 3.
The buzzing word, the word about buzz. Something about the buzz.
1.
I know.
Jim, Mr. Thomas.
Can we pass over again?
What, pass over points we didn't do? Should we do pass over points?
I'm making it sure.
I think Mr. Thomas has a distinct advantage.
Okay, I can tell you, but I don't know. It was Buzz Bomb.
Oh, no! I was so close!
Yeah, decent dip, I reckon.
Decent dip. Well, you're happy that was a decent
Yeah,
dip.
nice.
Right, fine. Oh!
Oh dear. So, Miss Andrews Morelli, your specialist subject is Pokemon.
Yes.
So, question number 1. What town does Ash Ketchum come from?
Palatown.
Correct. Mr. Thomas, your specialist subject is Star Wars.
It is, yeah.
Question number 1. What episode did Yoda die in?
Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Correct. Okay.
Right.
This one is a funny question. And if you can get it, I'll be very surprised.
Oh!
In the very first episode of Newsday Tuesday, where you were covering for me, what was the name of the tennis player that you couldn't pronounce?
Zverev.
Yes! Question number 2. The original Pokemon are ordered from 1 to 150. In the Pokédex, which Pokemon is 150?
Mewtwo.
Correct. Okay, question number 2.
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas.
Right.
Kendall Ozell, now I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, was the commanding officer of which ship?
Oh, I'm going to say the Devastator.
Oh, it was the Executor.
Oh, it's talking shit.
Very.
Are you happy that that is a...
Yeah, I mean,
We are happy
all
that's a
that.
generous dip. So, Mr. Foster, in the second episode of Newsday Tuesday, you mentioned a supermarket. What item were they selling?
It was wet boiled eggs.
Correct.
Yeah, come on!
Eggs. Miss Andrews Morelli.
Yes.
Who is the arch enemy of Ash Ketchum?
Gary.
I need more than that.
Oh!
I need a surname. You should get it if you remember who.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary Oak.
Well done. Yes, you are correct.
Of course, because he's
Professor Oak.
or whatever. Yeah, I remember.
Mr. Thomas. Question number 3. What is the name of Jabba the Hutt's in-house band in Return of the Jedi?
That's the name of the band.
The name of the band.
They played that classic song, didn't they?
No, that's Figuring Down in Modal Nodes, and that's that's the Cantina.
Oh, right, sorry. Wrong band.
It is the wrong band. Max Rebo is in it. He's the drummer, the blue drummer guy. Can I just go Max Rebo? Well, this now.
I will accept that answer. It is the Max Rebo band.
There you go.
That's incredible.
That's a great answer. That's very impressive. In the Seagull episode, that very famous and very popular episode of Newsday Tuesday, you mention a famous musician. Who is that musician?
It was Paul McCartney in Wings.
Correct. On Pokemon Go, what region do the Pokemon from 387 to 493 come from?
Kanto, Johto. Oh, no, it's not Johto, is it?
What's your final answer?
Jhaoto.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. It's the Sinnoh region.
Oh, that's my next. Third gen.
Ah.
It looks gross. It's grim. Do I have to put quite a lot on?
I
Yes.
think that's plenty.
That's the first one she's
Go for another dip.
She did it for the second
You're
one.
not supposed to come on our show and help shine us. That's not how this works.
So, the next Star Wars question. Which species believe that C-3PO might be some sort of god?
The Ewoks.
Correct. Question number 5, Mr. Foster. In the Comedy Pet Photo Awards, you filled the feature with awful puns.
I mean, I
Finish
disagree, but sure.
this pun. I guess these dogs need to remember where they...
It was a car park
It's a
thing!
car park thing. I'll give you the next words. They parked.
Did I make a... I must have made a car pun at that point. They parked their wow, no, they're
This is what happens when Andy tries to make up puns. Ow, brown.
It was a car park.
You were very close.
It was I?
You were very, very
The
close.
back wow.
No, the previous.
The barking. Barking... I don't know, I'm sorry.
They parked in the barking...
Barking lots! Barking lots! Of course!
I'm afraid you need to have the next.
What am I on to? I'm going to say, very red. One.
Oh, that is very red.
It is very red, but...
That's like tomato
To
ketchup.
be fair, number 1 did have a little bit of spice to it.
Ooh.
So.
Too much better.
Too much better.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Question number 5 for Pokemon.
Yes.
What Pokemon is this?
Kink. Clang.
I mean, that's 2 guesses.
It is not. It is Kink Lang. Yes, correct.
Yes.
Very impressed.
I thought cockatoo was a better name.
Question number 5 for Star Wars. Darth Vader's chest piece has some writing on it. What language is it in? And what does it translate to?
Oh, is it Orabash? Is it not? Oh, okay. Then I'll leave that one then. I'll have my number 2.
Ancient Hebrew. And his deed will not be forgiven until he merits.
Better than Ewoks.
Okay.
See?
Second one was nice.
In the Civil Skills show, you sing a song about bears. Where were they all gathering? Go for it. This took him ages.
Yeah, how many?
In Colorado.
Yeah.
Correct, yes, well done.
Hospital in Colorado, and it's...
I will take.
Every there never was. I couldn't do it on the day I had everything.
Question number 6, Pokemon. On Pokemon Go, what item is used to evolve a Slowpoke into a Slowking?
King. King's Crown. The crown. Soul Rock. What do you call it?
That sounds like more on.
Very close.
King's Rock.
King's Rock is correct.
It's a crown.
It is a crown. Okay, question. Question number 6. Star Wars. Which famous character's first appearance was cut from A New Hope, only to be reinserted with new CGI in the 1997 special edition?
Jabba the Hutt.
Correct.
Yeah, so when Han meets Jabba in Docking Bay 94, he walks over and there's really bad CGI because Han walks, it's originally a man that he walks around, he's having a conversation with, they change it to the big CGI Jabba the Slug, and they just like cut around Han Solo and just move him up as he walks over his tail, and it just looks so clunky, it's awful. Out of all the special effects they've done, that's the worst by far.
Foster, question number 7. What animal was sucked into a kitchen's extractor fan?
It was an hour. It was an hour. I'm doing remarkably well by that category. I must say so myself.
Question number 7. Who is the professor in the Sinnoh region?
Elm.
I'm afraid not. It's Professor Rowan.
Back to what cockatoo.
Okay, which character spoke first in the original movie, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope? And what did he say?
Oh no. Sure, that's a bonus.
No.
Can you repeat the question?
Which character spoke first in the original movie, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, and what did he say?
The first words. Yeah, now you're talking about this up again. We're all happy with this level of questions now.
Is Vader?
It's, I'm afraid it's
It's not. Oh, it must be C3PO then.
It is.
Oh, this is brown.
Ooh,
This is the
this is
liquid.
not
That one.
This
This
is
is
not
known for
this
that
one.
one for ages.
Unfortunately, I haven't.
In the first episode of Season 2, who do you say is giving the news at the beginning?
On the first episode
Of
season 2.
Oh, yeah.
But
Good question.
it's always.
Come on, Andy.
But I'm gonna say is, good morning, welcome to New Say Tuesday. I'm your host, Andrew Foster, and I'm joined virtually this time by my host, Mr. Sylvia.
I'm afraid you are wrong.
What? I mean,
Mr.
I
Thomas.
don't know the other one, but I'm sure that one of them was Brian Boring. Or
oh, Brian Boring! That was a trick question.
Miss Andrews, ready?
Yes.
Question number 8.
Okay.
Finish this very famous Pokemon line. Prepare for trouble and make it double. To protect the world from devastation. To unite all peoples within our nation. To denounce the evils of truth and love. To extend our reach
Yeah, that's right.
No! Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now and prepare to fight.
I got
And then he
too
said,
keen.
Yeah, that's right.
I was too keen.
You were.
I think they've turned it back because I think people weren't very happy that they medalled with the
Yeah, we don't get any extra points for knowing.
Oh, no, Jacob watches some sort of Pokemon series that doesn't even have the real Pokemon theme tune on it.
Oh, that's not
Good luck.
Oh,
Now, if you ask me to sing the whole of the first song from the movie,
I'm in.
Question number 8, Thomas.
Yeah.
What colour is Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber when he defeated Darth Maul?
Green, because he uses Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber.
Correct.
Yeah. Jewel of Fate.
Well,
That was a trick
what colour
question,
is the
right?
original lightsaber?
Blue.
Blue. It's sweet.
Yes.
It increases my
It's,
answers.
it's blue, his gets chucked down the reactor shaft, and then Qui-Gon Jinn's dead at that point and has like rolled off, so he like picks his up, jumps up and slices them all in half. Didn't even need the high ground.
Question number 9. Name the restaurant that wanted to have a robot service.
I mean,
It's Chinese.
Noises.
well, I mean, it was something like hoi. No, it wasn't quite hoi. Hoi's. It wasn't hoisin. Hoisin and barbecue grill. I don't know. It was in Leeds.
It was in Leeds. It's Highs and Low, Hot Pot and Big and barbecue. Okay, question number 9.
yes.
What Pokemon number is Pikachu in Pokedex?
That plays in the stay with you.
Close. Very close.
Is it?
He's actually quite far down.
Closer.
Okay.
Well, yeah, if you go one more, you've got.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think you were right. Random guess, 45.
I'm afraid not. 25.
Five.
Right, Star Wars. Question number
Let's do it.
9. I feel like this might be a little easy.
No.
Oh, this is serious.
Sorry. What colours does the lovable droid BB-8 have on it?
Orange and white.
Correct.
I mean, I feel like I want to call like that is.
I don't know if it's hard or not.
Collusion,
I really don't. Do you think I really want Mr. Thomas to win?
No.
Mr. Foster. Question number 10.
It better be what's the host's name, because I think that was the same level of question.
It really is.
I would have got a few of his, and
I'm afraid.
I would have got a few of yours.
I'm afraid not. How old was the Frenchman in the first
Are you serious?
He
was.
If you get it in 5, well, there you have it.
Oh, right, 82.
You got it exactly.
Yeah! Exactly! Yes! Boom! You see, a good reporter does his research. He's still up here.
What colour is Rayquaza?
Green.
Green, correct.
So legendary.
Yeah.
Hey, I call him you.
Special.
Mr. Thomas.
Yeah.
On the snow planet Hoth,
Yes.
whose body gets crushed under the Imperial Walker's foot?
Dax. But I can't, because it's Luke's mate. And he's behind him. And he's like, I can take on the whole empire, and then he gets killed.
You are correct with that.
It's that.
You are correct with that.
Yeah.
I could have done it with his rear gun, wasn't it? With his rear gun.
Question number 1. That's just to
Would it depend on the
What
context?
is the capital of Denmark? What is the capital of... Okay, and show me. Copenhagen is correct.
You alright?
Oh, it looks. It's orange.
Oh.
So you know, you're a natural shade redder. Let's say you know.
Okay, question number 2. In what franchise would you find the character Katniss Everdeen?
I think I've got it.
Are you all ready? Okay. Show me.
Is it this?
Correct. All three of you are correct. Yes, we will
Correct.
accept Hunger Games in Finding Nemo.
I just want to clarify. They're at a natural advantage here.
Yeah.
You started the phrase Finding Nemo with a natural advantage.
In Finding Nemo, who keeps forgetting her memory?
Okay, the correct spelling of it.
Okay, show me. Correct. It's with a Y, Mr. Foster.
Alright,
Okay, a little bit of a harder question than I've done before. A little bit of a harder question. What is the periodic symbol for sodium? Are you ready, Miss Andrews? Ready? Okay, show me.
You can't be right.
It is correct. Na. It is Na. So you are all
On fire.
Fine.
This is one.
make sure those dips are generous.
Alright. This one's scooping it up.
My nose is already anticipating the heat.
5 is bringing some heat there.
Is it?
Yeah, and not the nice sort of heat. It's flavor's horrid.
I thought 4 was alright.
In comparison to what I said before.
So,
That has got a bit.
Question.
And I'm on 5.
could the host
Yeah, alright.
Right. Question number 5 for all the Harry Potter fans. In Harry Potter, what is the name of the Weasleys' house?
Oh, come on!
What is the name of the Weasleys' house? Now, I can tell you, there are a few children in my class that will be shouting the answer.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be.
Right, the
In
Weasley
Harry
house.
Potter, what is the name of the Weasleys'
I don't know, maybe it was...
If it's not on Tatooine, I don't care. Ready?
Okay.
I mean... I put Crooked Cottage.
Okay, I'm afraid it
I said it
is.
doesn't have one, I was hoping it's a trick question.
Oh, yeah, good answer.
No.
Ah.
The Burrow. The Burrow.
Well, on the flip side, at least we get another one wrong. Mr. Silly will...
I can always choose a nice...
If we keep getting these wrong, I'm not going to be able to feed my family tonight.
Okay, it's very rare.
Oh, 5 is horrible.
I said
Horrible.
Yeah. Alright, here comes 6. Right.
I scored a little bit. Can I
Okay.
just have a little bit?
Are you on 7?
You're 7.
Ooh, that's not plenty, alright.
Well, that plays in the stay with your
That's,
6.
yeah, that's a very generous bit. That's fine for 7.
What's the last down?
Who plays Delboy Trotter in Only Fools and Horses? Who plays Delboy
I was panicking then.
Trotter in Only Fools and
I
Horses?
thought it was in my head, but it was.
We're getting a no. We're getting a no. She does not know the answer. So show me, Miss Toss. Correct, David Jason. Also plays the Frost. Right. Okay. Question number 7. Write down the formula for Pythagoras' theorem. Write down the formula for Pythagoras' theorem. The formula to work out the hypotenuse of a triangle. Show me. No. Miss Kelly?
Oh, well, that's a maths thing over there.
A squared
Plus
plus
B squared
equals
C
C
Ah,
squared.
I will not taste my dinner tonight.
Square bits, but I didn't remember everything.
Right.
You have to have at least as much as what I
I'm
do.
annoyed that, because that is an obvious one.
There, you happy?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, Mr.
Jake's happy, but you're not going to be.
Okay, question number 8. Question number 8. Who was the first female pilot to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Who was the first female pilot?
Are we misgiving
For
4
spelling.
spellings?
Yes, we are. But you must have capital letters. I will not
Yes,
tolerate.
yes.
Okay.
I know I'm not.
It is Amelia.
Oh, I didn't know it. I didn't know it.
Yeah, it's one of those names that once you find the
Yes.
answer, you do call them.
I mean, I'm getting a runny nose as well. Like it's
Are you?
it's hitting me a little bit, Andy.
That's right. Hopefully, we'll get Mr. Thomas on to number 7 in slice.
Oh, it's only one more, isn't it? One more. Jade's lost the plot now.
Yeah, she's right. What is the name of the horse in Toy Story? What is the name of the horse in Toy Story? Are you ready?
I'm really annoyed.
Are you ready to show?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, show me.
It's not called this, is it?
Oh, close with buddy, it's bullseye.
Oh!
Has it got Dean's choice? Was it five? Was 5 foul? I think you get 5 is pretty bad.
More than that.
Should we go with 5? It's pretty bad. Right, the final question of the quiz. Name the British artistic gymnast who won 4 gold medals at the 2014 Commonwealth Games. She also appeared on Strictly Come Dancing 2016.
I mean, can I call my mother? She'd know the answer.
Okay, show me.
Tina Baxter.
It is not Beth Treadle. What did you put?
Claudia Francani.
Yes, Claudia Fragapani.
I mean, I'm close.
Tina Backflip, very close to Tina Backflip. And Mr. Thomas continuing his winning streak with 12.
Thank you for having me.
Blazing furious play there by Tornado Thomas. Can anybody stop this teacher from just whirlwinding away with the scores? I've got to tell you, it was a hot 7 spicy sauce, and it pushed us right to the limit. But Tornado Thomas there with another win.
Hello, Pembroke Park. It's Mr. Crabtree, your roving teacher reporter here. I am up in the music room, or is it the music room? Because it's becoming an IT suite. Yes, that's right. There we go, just panning round. All right, over half term, we are going to get all those computers set up and you will be able to come and use them in your lessons. For those of you who love music, do not worry. Our music will still take place in this room. We've got more than enough space. So you can look forward to a bit of computing, a bit of music. It'll be a fun space. In other news, I hope you've all seen Mrs. Wilkinson has put her first assembly on the website, and enjoy watching that. And the final piece of news, everyone needs a holiday. You've all been working hard on your remote learning, and those of you who've been in school have been working really hard as well. So now's the time to relax. I know with lockdown, you can't tell the difference too much, but next week is officially a holiday. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
And here are some of the amazing drawings that were sent in last week.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Okay, welcome to Digital Doodles. This week I am travelling all the way back to 1945, and on this day Jeremy Bulloch, the actor who played Boba Fett, was born. Now, for those of you that don't know, Boba Fett is a bounty hunter from Star Wars. One of my favourite characters growing up, so I thought this is a great opportunity to have a go at drawing him. As you can see, quite nice simple shapes on this drawing. The Mandalorians, or Mandalorian armour, is quite a simple shape, almost like a bucket on your head, with some nice simple lines going through it. So hopefully this is one you can have a go at following along with if you get a chance. An interesting fact about Jeremy Bulloch is that he went to the same school as me, although not at the same time, unfortunately. Although I've got lots of grey hair, I wasn't born in 1945. So as you can see on this drawing, I'm just finishing off the armour and adding on his jetpack. Most Mandalorians or Mandalorian armour have jetpacks on there with the rockets on the back, so I'm just adding that in and just adding a few little details dotted about. Once done that and sorted out the legs, then we're pretty much done with the shape here. And just adding a few extra details, although I'm not quite happy with that foot there, so I might have to change that. Just do that quickly now. Okay, so that's pretty much the shape of Boba Fett sorted. We'll just add a few details just to show where there's might be some dents or extra bits on, and we'll add his cape on. And now we can sort out the colour. Now again, I'm going to do it very similar to the way I did it last week, just blocking out the colour, so adding in big bits of colour and just filling in those gaps that I've done, and then afterwards we'll have a go at adding some light and dark shading to him. I don't know if you can see down in the corner, but this week I've added my screen and what I'm doing. You can see a screen in the background, so I normally watch a film or put something on in the background whilst I'm doing this. So you can see now I'm just adding in the dark shadows. So I try and make sure that I'm imagining that the light is going to be coming from one side, so the sun is going to be on the left hand side of Boba Fett here. So everything on the right hand side of him I'm going to add a shadow to, just to try and give it a bit more of a 3D effect. And then once I've done that, I will start adding some light to the left hand side, just to round it off and finish it off. Now the good thing about Mandalorian armour, especially in Star Wars, is that lots and lots of different people have it. Lots of people customise it and use it in different ways. So the good thing about this drawing is that if you follow along, then you can colour it in however you like. I'll show you a few examples of different ones that I could do here now. So there's a gold one, grey and blue, and black and red, so you can have a go at doing your own.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Well, that was Newsday Tuesday, where we're bringing you all the news you need. Was it hot enough for you? Has it brought the heat? Well, I certainly think that this week's Newsday Tuesday had a spicy twist in it. Yes, join us next time, same channel, same place, for all your news. Yes, it's Newsday Tuesday.